Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. So, I did a lesson back when this whole situation first happened, and I touched on it on the last live that we did. And now this is the result, of this young Jake, goes by the name of Carmelo Anthony, and this devil, you know, uh, we do this. I was gonna say we, but I'm gonna just be safe and say I expected for this to happen. Negroes are on a high emotional roller coaster right now. You know, when when that damn goop, shot the 14-year-old kid in the back and he got off scot free pretty much. Also he thinks. Uh and then this came right after. So right now, so-called Negroes feel like, their backs are up against the wall, man. And they can't, you know, uh believe and trust in this Babylonian system anymore. And we've been telling you that, man. And not only us, but first and foremost, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua told you this, man. What Jake doesn't understand is that he is in the land of his enemy. This land is not here, and Babylon was not set up for the embetterment and uh, uh, the equality of you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. This place was put up as a prison sentence for you. This place doesn't have any care for you. It doesn't have your best interests at heart, man. The people that you are under, the Lord calls the wicked, man. They are the wicked. They are wicked toward you, right? They are wicked, you know, naturally, and you was never gonna get justice, man. Our people have been protesting and, you know, showing a little bit of solidarity in certain cases, but they just wound up hurt and disappointed over and over and over. And this is the Lord showing you that Babylon is your enemy. This place is totally against you. The only one that is for you and loves you is Yahweh Bashem Shah, your heavenly Father, man, your big brother, right? Let's get Malachi, right? Because you know you would have people say, if the Lord loved us, why is we going through this, man? The Lord put us here for our disobedience. The Lord put us here because of our wickedness, man. But the Lord loves us, man. The Lord is going to deliver us out of here. This is Malachi 1 and verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Why? Because, Jake would see what's going on with him and why everybody's against him and why he's not getting any justice and why he's always winding up with the short end of the stick. He would say to himself, whether he would say either there is no God, or he would say, God don't love us, man. Where is he? Right? But it says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? And who's Esau? The so-called white man. So favor is being showed to the wicked, which is, who's the wicked? Esau Edom. Favor is being showed to the wicked. Right? Why? Because he has a setup that continually oppresses you. Continually oppresses you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Because what? You are the Israelites. Right? And the Israelites are in captivity right now. The Israelites are under curses right now. Right? It says, was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau, man. So with all of this that you see going on, down here on the earth, it may seem like the other way around. It may seem like the Lord loves Esau and hates Jacob because Jacob is always downtrodden and Esau is always, getting off. Esau is always, happy in the end. But when you see things and understand things the way the Lord set it up, it's the total opposite, man. Right? Because it tells you in Hosea, it's a lock here for the rant. I'm going to get to the videos. I got 2 videos, actually. Hosea, chapter 4, right? It says, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, man. That's who Jacob is, the children of Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, right? It says, for the Lord have a controversy. Oh, wait, Salakia. I'm in the wrong thing. I think it's Amos. Salakia. No, it's not Amos. I haven't read that one in a minute. Where is that? Not Joel. Not Joel. Salakia. Salakia, 1 second. Bear with me. This is it wasn't Amos. Salakia. I was in Amos. I did Hosea 4, but it was Amos 3, actually. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. It says, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known. So the Lord only knows the Israelites. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the Lord only knows you. He said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities, man. So the Lord is only focused on his children and what they do. Right? Now, you would say, well, he was defending himself. What wrong has he done? We don't know the kid's life. Right? And there's a such thing, as being judged for your past sins. So we don't know, right? We can agree that in this case, the brother was, the Jake was defending himself, right? But through the whole sins of the nation of Israel, we were put in captivity under these devils, man. And we are to this day being oppressed, So this is another, sign of us being oppressed and not having any power under the hand of our enemy, man. And in Babylon, the great America is showing you how much they hate you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. So it's a lot here for the rant, but it's all through the spirit. Let's play these videos. Yabba Shem Shah, willing to elect be edified. Shalom.
The verdict in Texas late today, an emotionally charged murder trial sharply dividing a community just outside Dallas. A teenager convicted fatally stabbing a rival high school athlete during a track meet. How the community is responding tonight. ABC's John Quinones is in Texas.
Tonight, raw emotion and tensions running high outside this Texas courthouse as word of the verdict reached the crowd. After deliberating for less than 3 hours, the jury found the 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony guilty of murder in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, an athlete from a rival track team.
Both families became pretty emotional. They were holding it in as best they could, but you could hear emotions just on both sides, and you could see relief and some of the Metcalf family rubbing each other's backs.
Prosecutors called it murder, plain and simple, telling the jury you can meet a shove with a shove, but they argued you don't get to meet a shove with a stab. Anthony never testified, and the jury rejected his claim.
And it's all bullshit, because these devils, they go around, starting trouble, right? They go around starting trouble. And you have these devils follow Jake around to kill him. You got these devils provoking, and nobody even touches them, and they shoot in cold blood, man. But that doesn't go for you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. You can't defend yourself. You can't, because a lot came out with this. You got videos, flooding social media and YouTube. How this was a nasty case, man. How it was, things were left out. The right videos wasn't shown. They jumped the kid. They had, friends. They had friends that were distracting people, so that way these devils could jump the brother. It came out that the knife wasn't even his. It belonged to, them devils. So there's a lot going around. I'm pretty sure this devil left a lot out that could have got Jake off, but this is how the devil does, man. In a bigger scale of things, the elites want a race war, man. They want this country completely and totally divided and one against another, and swords in their hands, man. They trying to get a reaction out of you so-called Negroes to get you to bite, so that way, they'll have a reason to come out and do what they've always wanted to do, man, which is put you to death. But whatever these devils are thinking of doing is not going to go down the way they think it is, man. Right? Because they have their guns and they've been training, because you got a lot of Edomites saying how they're training and blacks, you're waking up a sleeping bear, and you can't even shoot, and you hit everything else but the target. And how can you ever believe that you can win against us? Right? So these devils are hella proud. Their pride level was on 100 right now. And Jake's anger is on 100 right now. So, this is how it was always meant to be, man. Right? Esau and Jacob was always going to be at odds. Right? There was not going to be any love between Esau and Jacob, man. There was not going to be any friendship between Esau and Jacob, man. Right? And Edomites that are 100% in tune with so-called Negroes, those more than likely are not Edomites, man. And so-called Negroes that are 100% in tune with Edomites, those are not so-called Negroes, man. You have this thing with that the scriptures speak about concerning tares, man. Right? Tares are people that may look like a certain people, but are not that people. And then you have wheat, right? The wheat is the ones that may look like other nations and are in fact Israelites. It's all about Israel, man.
And the jury rejected his claim of self-defense. The case fueling a debate over race and deeply dividing this community. It all started at a rainy track meet last year when Anthony walked under a tent belonging to Metcalf's team. After Anthony was repeatedly asked to leave, Metcalf pushed him. Anthony pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the chest. Metcalf died in the arms of his twin brother.
Carmelo Anthony, class of 2025.
Both teens were promising students and athletes.
It's a crazy situation, Either way it go, there's no win in this.
Late today, Carmelo Anthony in tears as his mother took the stand, pleading with the jury to have mercy on her son, telling them her son is remorseful.
And that wasn't going to happen, man, because these devils, they don't have no remorse. They don't have mercy, right? These devils don't have a lick of mercy for you Jakes. They don't have a lick of mercy, man. This is why the Lord said they are going to be judged without mercy. That have showed no mercy, man. Right? This is because this whole system is set up to oppress Jake, man. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 31. It says, and thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, man. This devil has always been the author. He's always been the top reason why Jake, gets oppressed, right? It says, and thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High, man. Because this devil in the end, and he's about to meet his end, right? He's about to meet his end. It's not going to escape anything he's done, right? Anything he's done. Because this devil has always been against, the children of Israel, man. Always. And you have a lot of Salakia. They have never showed mercy. They have never felt a lick of, Salakia. I'm trying to look something up. Salakia, I can't find it. But yeah. So this devil has never showed any mercy or compassion toward, the children of Israel, man, because he's the devil. He's the evil twin brother, man, who hates his brother Jacob with a passion.
And just a short time ago, Anthony sentenced to 35 years in prison.
And Lindsay, tonight, the school district issued a statement saying they've carried the weight of this tragedy for more than a year. And they're asking the community to support each other with respect, sensitivity, and understanding. Lindsay?
John.
So, listen, emotions are on high, man. Right? Emotions are on high. And Jake is fed up. Jake is fed up, man. Right? This is Ecclesiastes. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, "So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun." Right? "And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comfort." And who's the oppressed? The children of Israel. Right? Who's always in tears. Right? Crying. Their spirit is crying. Right? And it trickles on out, their flesh. It says, "And on the side of their oppressors, there was power." Yes, man. The oppressors have power by way of this system, right? They can legally lynch a so-called Negro, right? And make it like it's not about race, because that's what they said. This is never about race. It's always about race, man. If it's not about race, why the hell, if this country ain't about race, why the hell when you go for a job interview, they ask you what race you are and everything you do, man. This is how stupid and demonic this system is, man. It says, Salakia, "And on the side of the oppressors, there was power, but they had no comfort." Because, our people are completely losing their minds out here, man. And they have no comforter. But the comforter came, and the comforter is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, right? The Holy Spirit, man. The Lord, when he left the comforter, man. The Holy Spirit that helps us to understand all things, right? It says, "Yeah, better is he than both they," right? The oppressor or the oppressed. It says, "which have not yet been," right? Better it is to not be, Salakia. I skip verse 2. This is Ecclesiastes 4 and 2. It says, "Wherefore I praise the dead, which are already dead, more than the living, which are yet alive," man. Why? "Yea, better is he than both they." So better is the dead than the oppressed and the oppressor. It says, "which have not yet been, who have not seen the evil work that is done under the sun," man. Because this is evil work, man. Right? This is these devils showing you that you niggas, you're under me. I'm going to do what I want with you. I'm going to dress it up, but I'm going to oppress the hell out of you. And I'm going to leave you with the whole world hating you. And you're not going to get any peace, and you're not going to get any justice here, man. So this devil thinks, man. Right? Because when the Lord returns, the Lord going to shut all this down. The Lord's going to throw these devils out of power. Right? And we're going to get peace, man. And when we get in the kingdom of heaven, the roles are going to be reversed, man. Right? But before that time comes, the Lord going to do marvelous works. And we in that time. So let's check this one out.
Get back! You will never be in conference ever. You will never go Okay, he wanted to get camera time. There's plenty of cameras and plenty of blogs. He wanted camera time.
Well, you know, we in that month. You know what I mean? They pop out.
So he walked his, oh Lord, excuse me, black through here. Came over here, gave everybody his address. We don't give a you live off Jefferson. That's in the motherfucking hood. We in Collin County. He gave everybody his address. And so when we all got over here, he pushed that man twice, almost down to the floor. Let me tell you something. Ain't we out here? Because y'all claim a pushed another and he self-defended. This is already out of control. It's over national news, local news, all kind of news. And you're a black man out here putting your hands on folks.
And you know that guy's name?
I don't know his name.
The pink shirt, is he still out here?
His name is Ratchet TV or something.
My Uncle Tom. Oh, Ratchet TV
he's
got
in
shot?
support of Austin. That's fine. You support whoever you want to. I am not a racist, and I do not tell people what they're.
And there was a lot of that, man. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of Jakes that supported this devil, man. You know, see, you got agents in our nation, man, who the Lord gonna destroy, because they're traitors, man, and they're not gonna get any mercy. Because if you think that this devil, yeah, he'll act like you with him, and you know he'll support you and say yeah he's on our side, but you know when the time comes, man, this devil, man, he gonna put your ass to death, Jake. He gonna put you to death because trust me, there's Edomites that are against, you know, this whole case as well, man. So you got things being flipped. You got Edomites that are for Jake, and you got Jake that's for Edomites, man. So the Lord said he was going to turn this place upside down, right? In Isaiah 24. You know? So it's it's up right now. It's up.
Belief should be.
Murder. They saying murder. They saying murder. They saying murder. They saying no manslaughter. They saying murder. I thought it was manslaughter too. I thought it was manslaughter too. They saying guilty of murder on Fox right now. They saying guilty of like.
Where's the jail?
Has it not been announced?
And you see, when Negroes come together, you know, you got, hey, you see it. They don't take any chances, man, because this place is being set up for all out chaos and anarchy, man. We at that time, man. If you can't feel it in the air, I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't believe everything you hear.
I know it. That's true.
So you see it, man. You see the division, man. And this race war gonna kick off soon. Right? This race war is going to kick off soon, man. It's only a matter of time. And I got something I want to show real quick. All right, let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me get some real quick. What I need. All right. Let me go to this real quick. Right. So you got this. This happened yesterday, I believe. Right? Because now that the so-called Chinese, that damn goop got off scot-free for killing, that young Jake. And then you got, this Jake getting 35 years for defending himself against a so-called white dude, a so-called white boy, because they're not men, they're boys, right? So now the energy is up with Esau, man. Esau, he like, these devils like, we can do, this is the time, man. We can do what we want to these niggas, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen to us, right? So it says racially motivated attack. Man with AR-15 and body armor fires on black family gathering in Lee County. Suspect shot by Marine veteran, man. Right? So these devils, yeah, man. They they looking, man. They looking to come after you, Jakes, man. Check it out. This ain't the time to be celebrating, Jake. This ain't the time to be, having a good time, man. Right? The Lord is taking the mirth out of this land, man. The way this world is going, this is how this age, this kingdom is going out, man. You don't want to sweep it under the rug like it can't touch you, man. You're going to have a lot of these devils out here like this, man, that's going to see you, Jakes, and they're going to want to, retaliate for you just being you, right? So you gotta be circumspect out here, like the scriptures say. You got to be circumspect because, man, it's going to get real in the field real soon, man. We right around the corner. To hell, not right around the corner, at the door.
Get in the house.
So you see it, man. So you see it. It's going down. Let's get 2 Kings chapter 2 and verse 20. Slakia. 2 Kings chapter 21, verse, I'm going to start at 12. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, power of Israel, behold, I am bringing such evil upon Jerusalem and Judah, that whosoever heareth of it, both his ears shall tingle. And I will stretch over Jerusalem the line of Samaria and the plummet of the house of Ahab, and I will wipe Jerusalem as a man wipeth a dish, wiping and turning it upside down. And that's what the Lord has done, man. Right? We don't know who we are. We're totally under the curses. It says, and I will forsake the remnant of mine inheritance and deliver them into the hand of their enemies, and they shall become a prey and a spoil to all their enemies. Why? Because they have done that which was evil in my sight and have provoked me to anger since the day their fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, man. So the Lord is getting us back for our disobedience, even unto this day, man. The Lord is oppressing us even to this day, right? He's using Esau, Edom, the devil, to oppress us, man. But guess what? We're at the end of that oppression. We're at the end of our prison sentence. And this devil knows that, man. So this is why this devil is coming down with great wrath, man. Let's continue.
And then they want us to hold down and all the way in my head.
And look at this. Look at this, man. See these funny niggas? Man.
I gotta sit there and fight it too. Right. No, you're not.
Texas has stand your ground law, penal code, 9.31, 9.32. He had no reason to retreat. You don't have to retreat. Understand your ground. He had a right to be there. He was not the aggressor. This whole thing been racist. It was supposed to be a public court. They had a private court, all white jury.
As long as there's accountability and justice served, man, that's just what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we can set a precedent anywhere. If you come up, push me or shove me, that I can just automatically reach for a knife and, you know, murder.
And see, you devils, you talk with a you talk on you double talk, man. Because like I said earlier, you devils, man, you use deadly force, you know, when somebody scream at you, man. Right? Talking about we're all for justice and this and that. But you devils, man, you're on your way out, man.
I believe in self-defense, don't get me wrong, proportional. But I just don't think, because this was
you can react. You can make a choice, right? You have the ability to make a choice, but you don't have the ability to tell or know how someone is going to respond to the choices you made. For every action is a reaction. You can never know the reaction of your action. So to say that somebody doesn't have the right to react any way they want because of your reaction, there's no reason to touch somebody, right? That's the problem with you fucking devils, man. You touch everybody. You go around, you just touch people. Take your dirty hands off of people, man. Leave people alone because nobody's bothering you, devils. Nobody gives a damn about what you devils are doing, man. But y'all always up in somebody's business because you don't have a business, man. You don't have no business. You need for somebody else to be your business for you to have business.
up setting a precedent right here, in my opinion.
So yeah, man. You know, you had a lot of emotions here, and I get it, man. But vengeance is of the Lord, man. Right? You know, all these things that these devils have done to us, you know, they're gonna pay for it. Every last thing that these devils have done to us, they're gonna pay for it, man. All these nations, they're gonna pay for touching the children of Israel, man, who are the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. This is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. I'm gonna shut it down. Right? It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever," man. So these devils, man, they show their wrath, and they show no pity by way of their system, their setup, right? But the Lord is going to repay all the righteous blood that Esau has shed, man. Right? All the unjust, unrighteous decrees, right? All of the justice that was not served when clearly Jake was in the right. The Lord's gonna repay it all back, man. So you devils, you on your way out, man. Get your rocks off now, because this is it for y'all. And when the Lord gives us that power, man, man, oh man, no mercy. So I'm gonna leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the leg was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. To the next lesson, Shalom.